First and foremost, before we get started, I like to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rekakadash, and double honors to those great millstone, while learned his truth, and also to those elect that scattered abroad. I like to say, Shalom, and come back here today with another great and powerful lesson to the spirit and the power of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. So the title of today's lesson is the image of the beast. So I like to say, Shalom to all our listeners. Hope this will help you today and guide you back in the path of righteousness and back to your true power, which in fact is Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. So before we start today's lesson, let's go to the book of Psalms, chapter 10 and verse 2. The wicked in his pride doeth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. And out about, we already know who is the wicked. That's the modern day so-called white man, the devil that the Bible speaks of. And not about, we knowing that he walking in great pride, that self-will, do thy will spirit, thinking, imagining a vain thing to constantly rule forever. But out about, he's in for a rude awakening. And out about, and who is the poor? That is Israel, the elect, the true believers of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. And out about, let him be taken in his own devices that he have imagined. And let's go into this word devices right quick for more edification purpose. Let's go into the etymology of devices right quick. And it says H4209. Let's see what it says here.
Strong's H4209.
Mezimah. Let's see what it says here. Let's see what the online biblical uses. Let's see what it says. It said purpose, distraction, device, plot, purpose, devices, evil. Let's see what the strong info says. It says a plan, usually evil, sometimes good, wicked, device, distraction, intent, with invention, lawlessness, mischievous, device, thought wickedly. So one thing about it, this is going into his mindset, going into his agenda, his plan, going into his enterprise, which in fact is the new world order, total control, one world currency, one world religion, hey man, one world government, and out about, totalitarian law. We seeing that everything is coming into tuition. We seeing it's coming full circle. So we already knowing that, 2024, I believe through the spirit will be the year of the mark of the beast, and also World War III, and also the great and glorious return of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. So hey, one thing about it, we knowing that the devil is getting ready to fill his belly, his agenda, his plan, that evil plot, which in fact is this beast banking system, this cashless society, this digital programming, also implantable. All road leads to that grain of rice, the charagma, and about that badge of servitude. Say, man, so we seeing these things are happening right before our eyes. That mischievous device. Hey, man, we coming upon these times. And one thing about it, you got to have faith. Your faith is getting ready to be tried. If you do not have faith, you are going to die. And about you do not have works, you're going to die. Faith and works work hand in hand. And about one thing about it is that, hey, man, it is here, it is at the door. So now let's go back out. Let's go back to Psalm chapter 10 and verse 10. And we'll read down to verse, Psalm chapter 10 and verse 2. So we'll read down to verse 12. And it reads that the wicked in his pride doeth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined, that agenda, that are planned. Hey, man, they're getting ready to be taken. The Lord's getting ready to cut him off. Verse 3, it said, for the wicked boasts in his heart's desire, and blesses the covenants whom the Lord abhorreth. Verse 4 said, the wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after the Almighty. The Almighty is not in all his thoughts, because, hey, one thing about it, hey, man, he is the wicked that the Bible speaks of. And out about, he got to do wickedly each and every day, only for a short season. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it, we knowing that the devil is getting ready to come down with great wrath, hey, because he knowing that his time is up. Verse 5, it said, His ways are always grievous. Thy judgment are far above, out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffers at them. You know what I'm saying? The most pride, what the hammer of the whole earth, you know what I'm saying? Going round and constantly what robbing, stealing, and killing. But hey, his reign of terror is almost over. Verse 6 says, he has said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. Hey, he's in for a rude awakening. Verse 7 says, his mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. Hey, man, that's spot on, the so-called white man. Verse 8, it said, he sitteth in the lurking places of the village. In the secret places doeth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privately set against the poor. Who is the poor? The elect, the true believers of Yahweh, Baal Shem Yahushua, the house of David. Verse 9, it said, he lies in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lies in wait to catch the poor. He does catch the poor when he draws him into his net. What is that net? This what? New world order. What he want? What? Total control. And not about what? To track and tag everyone on the planet. And not about, hey man, it's right before our eyes. Verse 11 said, he has said in his heart, the Almighty has forgotten. He hides his face. He will never see it. One thing about it, the Lord is making what Esau barren. And also the Lord is what is removing the covering cat. He removing all the deception and all the lies. That's why the Lord said in Matthew chapter 24, he said, take heed that no man deceive you. So one thing about it is that, hey man, we're upon these times, these perilous times. Jacob's troubles out the door. Also the hour of temptation. That grain of rice is on the horizon, right before our eyes. Verse 12, it said, arise, O Lord, O power, lift up thy hand, forget not the humble. And not about the Lord will not forget us. The Lord will not forsake us. You know, he will never leave us. You know, the Lord's getting ready to sustain us. The Lord's getting ready to preserve us in these times of trouble. And one thing about it is that we're seeing that we're here. You know, all things are ready. You know, it's already in place. This beast banking system, the image of the beast. What is the beast? The revised Roman Empire. What is the image? That is what this new world order, this beast banking system, digital programmer, also implantable. It will go under your skin. And out about it, one thing about it, if you participate, you will be trodden underfoot. You will be put to death. You will have to suffer that second death, which in fact is the lake of fire. And where's the lake of fire located? America, Babylon the Great. This place is getting ready to be a lake of fire. There will be no inhabitant left here. And one thing about it, but the 2/3, they're constantly playing games. And while you're playing games, the devil is constantly getting busy. We constantly warn you left and right. So now, the title of the day lesson, once again, is the image of the beast. So I have a few short videos, and after the videos, we will start the lesson, and I hope that you will get edified.
When Elias Broberger goes to work, he doesn't need ID, and he doesn't need money. In fact, much of what he needs to get through the day is hidden right there, just below the surface in his hand.
Can I touch it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, weird. Yeah, it's like grain of rice.
Yeah, grain of rice.
Embedded in his hand is a microchip that serves as his keys, his ID, and his wallet.
Yeah, it's a little chip. So I use it like to get around the building.
5 snacks.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's buy some snacks. So I can't open it.
No.
Okay.
So what I need to do is I need to first lick my chip, and it will log me in, and from there I get access to the trash.
Popular TV shows like Black Mirror have imagined chips as part of a dystopian future. Install ingrained procedure with local anesthetic, and you're good to go. In Sweden, the microchips are already here. The microchip implants use the same technology that's in contactless credit cards, which have made cash pretty much obsolete in Sweden. No cash. At this tech fair, a chipping event for those on the cutting edge, merging their hands with this new technology. I thought it would be fun, right? The process is simple and swift. A pinch of the skin, and in a matter of seconds, the chip is inserted. The transformation is complete. As for the pain,
I barely felt it.
but even in this nation of early adopters, not everyone is racing to get chipped. Feel less human? I don't feel like a robot.
I think, it's so much more data can go into the
industry tracking how many people are chipped, but biohacker Hannah Swellblood estimates between 5 and 10,000. In the future, do you think everyone is going to be chipped?
I think it will be voluntary, but I am certainly convinced that millions of people will find it very, very valuable to have a smart device under their skin.
Human microchipping may be our future, but in Sweden, it's already reality. Sarah Harmon, NBC News, Stockholm.
NBC News fans, thanks for checking.
It's been 2 years since the Bentham Grid went online in New York City. It was a technological marvel. The Grid takes all those things unique to you, your social security number, your passport, your debit and credit accounts, and links them to one thing: your DNA. With just a touch, the Grid collects a tiny sample of your genetic material, IDing you instantly.
Greg, Bruce.
And a purchase can be deducted directly from your personal accounts, or you can unlock and start your car.
Sid Batista.
And it all works within a margin of error of 0.001%. The ultimate social network. No cash has to change hands. No ID cards have to be shown. No keys have to be carried.
Saki Pachima.
Today, you can't do anything in New York City without the Grid knowing who you are and where you are.
Julia Ventures.
After just 6 months in service, the state legislature passed an unprecedented bill giving law enforcement complete access to the Grid's data. As a result, there hasn't been a reported case of identity theft in over 18 months. NYPD case clearances have soared above 90%, and fugitives have been found and captured in record numbers.
Thank you for using the Grid.
Mary, I think the question everyone here is asking is the right to privacy effectively dead in New York City?
The crime rate in the city is now lower than that of Cheyenne, Wyoming. I think anyone, including my fellow law-abiding New Yorkers, would happily sacrifice a little bit of privacy for that kind of personal safety.
The advent of technology has in many ways created a sense of paranoia with us as humans. We have geo-tracking on our phones and our wearable devices. We have wearable devices that are tracking our heartbeat, our health, and our movements and our activity. So it's understandable that humans are becoming a bit skeptical or fearful of what technology can do if we keep heading in that direction. And one of the things I think could happen in the future is that instead of having wearables and having separate devices that are tracking our movements and our health and those sorts of things, I think it's not that far-fetched to think that there could be chips that are inserted in human bodies to do a lot of the work that's being done now by external devices. Now, this isn't anything new. I think Elon Musk and other futurists have talked about the potential for human chips. Some people may think it's a good thing. Some people may think it's a big risk and are fearful of it.
So, who's watching the news? Now you can spend $300 to get a chip implanted in your arm. You know, so you can scan and purchase stuff, you know, which you are already doing with your phone and card. But, you can use your phone to activate it. Yep, Futurama's getting more and more real, huh?
There is a gentleman here in New York, I believe. His name is Brian. I don't know how to say his last name, to be honest with you. Dolly. Okay. Who has a Tesla and who has implanted a chip into his hand that can open the Tesla. Say what? He's got a chip in his hand. There's the chip.
Oh, thank you.
And it's underneath the Band-Aid, I guess, and he can open his Tesla with it. He's part of a trial of about 100 people who are doing this, and the underlying company apparently can put all kinds of chips in your hand associated with all sorts of apps. So, this could be the future, maybe? I'll pass. Do it?
No.
I'll pass. You never lose your keys again? No. No?
No.
Someone ultimately does get a Neuralink installed, what will take place? What exactly is it?
Basically implanted in your skull. Take out a chunk of skull, put the Neuralink device in there. In principle, fix almost anything that is wrong with the brain. So it could be something that helps your eyesight, like if you reverse your eyesight, even if you've lost your optic nerve. Yeah, absolutely. Hearing, so you could restore the functionality. So if you've got
you can pay with your hand instead of using a card. A lot of people will be tempted to install it since it will be easier instead of taking your card out. If someone asks you, please say no to be saved when the Lord comes. Stay safe, guys, the Lord is coming soon, but don't be scared.
So we knowing that now, we seeing that, you know what I'm saying, this 5G blockchain system is in place. 5G, 6G blockchain system. You already know they want you to take that grain of rice under the skin to make you a walking device. So we already know we're not ignorant of Satan devices. So now let's start today's lesson in Revelation, straight to the point lesson. And once again, I hope that you will get edified. Let's go here to Revelations chapter 13. One moment. Revelation chapter 13. And we'll start up at verse 15. Revelation 13 and verse 15. And it reads, it says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and call, that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. But we already know what the image is, the new world order. One world currency, one world government, one world religion. You know what I'm saying? This beast banking system. And all we know what the beast is. We know that what the revised Roman Empire. You know what I'm saying? About this America is what is the revised Roman Empire, 10.0. So we're in the second leg of the Roman Empire, right before the great and glorious return of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. So it's fast approach, and about anyone that would not worship the image or be partakers of this new system that's getting ready to come into play, that would not consent, you shall be killed. So that's why they got these 15-minute cities in play, these smart cities. So when you go into the acronym SMART, it goes into surveillance, it goes into monitoring, analysis, reporting, and technology. And what is that technology? AI, transhumanism, robotics. You know what I'm saying? Also, it's going to go into biometrics, social credit score. You know what I'm saying? Face and eye retina scan. You know what I'm saying? Just wave your hand. And it's very convenient. You know what I'm saying? Very safe and harmless. And one thing about it, so that's this image that is getting ready to come into play. It's here. The only thing they getting ready to do, they waiting on this, some type of event or some type of chaos, order out of chaos, to bring forth this new system, this new image, which in fact is the beast banking system, the new world order, this global reset, digital, cashless, programmable society. Amen. It's right before our eyes. So let's read this again. Revelation chapter 13 and verse 15 said, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and call, that as many as would not worship the image should be killed. And not about, they already know they got these FEMA camps in play. These guillotine, the quarantine camps. You already knowing that New York is beginning to look just like a beast banking system city. They got everything in place, and also it's going twinkle down into these other major cities, Chicago, L.A. You know what I'm saying? Miami. Atlanta. Texas, so we already know it's happening right before our eye. We already know that America will be broken down into 10 FEMA camps. So, hey, man, we're not ignorant of his device. And everybody said he had power. And who is that he? What the World Economic Forum, the WEF, and also the WHO. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, we seeing it. It is happening right before our eyes. We already know it's rumors of a pandemic. You know what I'm saying? Also outbreaks. You already know that's going to lead into these hokey pokers. We already know that digital currency going to work hand in hand with that grain of rice. So all these things are right before our face. Just one order out of chaos, and then, hey, man, boom, we know it's coming. The enemy's getting ready to come in like a flood, but when he come in like a flood, the Lord's also going to lift up a standard. So, hey, trust and believe in Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16, it said, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. So one thing about it, we coming upon that, we coming upon this time, you know what I'm saying? So your faith is going to have to be built up. And that mark, we get ready to go into this mark right now for edification purpose. That's going to the root word of mark, which in fact, we finna go into it right now. Let's see here. Let's go into this mark. It's G5480.
Strong's G5480.
Karagma. So that about it is going into this badge of servitude. Let's see what it reads. It says here, the biblical usage. It says a stamp, an imprint, mark. Let's see what else it has said. Of the mark, stamp of the forehead or the right hand as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist. But we know that there are many Antichrists. So let's go into the strong coordinates right here. Strong info, the strong coordinates. Let's see what it's got. It says here, a scratch or etching stamp as a badge of servitude or sculpture. You know what I'm saying? A graven mark. So you pretty much get the picture. So one thing about it, that, if you take it under your skin, you understand where you are going into that lake of fire. So we already know the image of the beast, it is rolling out right before our eyes. It's manifesting. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about it, that we are very close. You know what I'm saying? All hell breaking loose. So now let's go into the etymology. Go to the root word. Let's go into Greek 5482. Let's go here. Let's go here. One moment. Let's see here. Let me hit it again. Let's go here. See what it says. G5482.
Strong's G5482.
Carax. So we already know what this is talking about. That's going into that applicator, what they use to put it under your skin. You understand what I'm saying? So let's see what it reads. It says here, it says to sharpen, to a point, akin to, it said through the ideal of scratching, or making a poke, or a prick, or a scratch. You understand what I'm saying? So we pretty much what we're that's that applicator, or that syringe. So that's basically how I'm gonna put it. I have to be careful what I'm saying. Let's see what the strong info said. It's pretty much saying the same thing. To sharpen, to point, see what else, scratching, a pastel, or a rampart. You know what I'm saying? Just like a stake or a stamp. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that badge of servitude. Hey, man, we're coming upon this time. So, hey, man, we are so very, very close. And we seeing that, man. Hey, man, the Lord's word is constantly is getting more and more clearer and clearer. The Lord's word is not returned to him void. So we seeing the corrects. That's that applicator. We seen it in one of those videos. What they use to put that grain of rice in. So So now let's get a little bit more. Let's go let's go back to Revelation chapter 13. Finish it out. Revelation chapter 13. And we'll start back up. Let's start back up at verse 16 once again. And it reads that, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark, or the charagma, or that badge of servitude, in their right hand or in their forehead, that Neuralink. So hey, man, so we seeing that, hey, now he causes all, both small and great. So a lot of people gonna trust. They gonna lean, and they will be trodden underfoot. So we seeing that this system is very close. We seeing that, hey, man, all road leads to that to the MOTB. Hey, man, we are very close, man. Verse 17 said, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, the charagma, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So one thing about it, you will not be able to do any buying or selling. You won't be able to do anything if you do not take it under your skin. It's going into biometric. It's going into your social credit score, also your bank history, also your medical history. It's all gonna be placed on that grain of rice. And not about, you will not be able to go to your favorite restaurant. You won't be able to go to no airport, no retail store. Nothing. You won't be able to do anything. You would be totally outcast in society. That's why a lot of people are going to starve to death. A lot of people will be homeless. Poverty is going to set in, and a lot of people are going to to give up the ghost. A lot of people are going to be taken in a great number, and also that universal basic income going to work hand in hand with this. We have this for you. It is free. And one thing about it, hey man, once again, we're not ignorant of Satan's device. Hey man, we're here. One thing about all the games here, all the unbelievers getting ready to be a thing of the past. Everyone is getting ready to be tried. It's getting ready to be a global event. Ain't no one going to escape the hands of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. Verse 18, and it reads that, here is wisdom. Let him that has understanding count the number of the beast, for it is a number of a man, and his number is 666. And I about it's going into that universal product code, or these QR codes. And the inventor of it was that man, going into a number of a man, and that man that invented this was Joseph Lord, and he was the inventor of the universal barcode, where you do your transaction, your buying and selling. You know what I'm saying? Man, one thing about it, man, this Bible is spot on. The Lord said, do not take it. So let's get a quick precept. Let's go here. Let's go back out. Let's go here to Leviticus chapter 19. Let's go here. Leviticus chapter 19. One moment. 19. Still getting used to this online blue letter. Let's see. Leviticus 19 and verse 28. Bear with me. Kind of a little bit all over the place, but for edification purpose. Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 28. One moment. And it reads, it said, ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua. So it's plain and simple, so you're not supposed to be getting any type of tattoos or any type of brandings or mark or nothing under your skin. The Lord said, hey man, that's going against his law. One thing about it, you go against the law in the word of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, you will be totally destroyed. Let's read this again. It said, ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks marks upon you. I am the Lord, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua. Let's go into this mark. Let's see what it says here. Let's go into the etymology of this one here. See what it says here. It's a little bit different from Revelation chapter 13. It says H7085. Let's go here.
Strong's H 7085.
Cat. Let's see what it reads. Let's go into the Strong's accordance. It says here, in an incision, gash, mark. See what else? Let's go into the biblical online use. Let's see what it says. It's an incision, imprintment, tattoo, mark. So you pretty much get the idea. And also, back in biblical time, the Roman soldiers, they will brand their men's with that what you call that tri-style stigma, which in fact is that's that badge of servitude, like a tattoo. They marked and they branded their slaves back then. So we coming back upon that time once again, but it will be the RFD microchip, which in fact is the mark of the beast. And it's plain and simple. If you cannot see or you can't get it because the Lord had closed the door on you. He has given you a strong delusion. So now let's go here to 2 Thessalonians. Let's go back out here. Let's go to 2 Thessalonians. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. One moment, it clicked on me. Let's go here. 2 Thessalonians. One moment, still learning this. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. Man, pop right back to it again. One moment. Let me go back all the way out. One moment. Let's go back out here. Let's see. Can I get it now? One moment. I'll tell you what. Let me see. Let's try it once again. The blue letter like it's want to mess up. One moment. Let's see, can I get it now? 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. Finally got it. One moment. Bear with me. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. And we'll start up at verse. We're going straight to the point. Verse 9. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 9. And it reads that even him who's coming is after the workings of Satan with all powers and signs and lying wonders. And about who is to come is after the working of Satan, who is the physical counterpart of Satan. That is what the so-called white man, the devil that the Bible speaks of, and not about these signs and lying wonders that he's getting ready to come up with, and what that pseudoscience, this AI, this transhumanism, what the Neuralink, you'll be able to walk again, you'll be able to see again. We'll make you stronger. We'll make you immortal, immortality. And about these are lying wonders or what are lying miracles. The one thing about it, the Lord said, take heed that no man deceive you. So there's going to be a lot of deceiving going on. A lot of people are going to consent and they will be totally destroyed. We constantly warn you left and right. Verse 10, it said, and with all deceivingness of unrighteousness in them that perish because they receive not the love of the truth that they might be saved. Verse 11 said, and for this cause the Almighty shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie. What is that lie? This Neuralink, this grain of rice, this universal basic income. Just wave your hand. It's very convenient. So a lot of people gonna believe that lie. The Lord gonna, hey man, hey Lord finna help them in derision. The Lord said, I will choose your delusion. And the Lord gonna bring forth your judgment. Verse 12, it said that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasures in unrighteousness. And not about those are the 2/3, not about they're getting ready to be totally destroyed. And not about, hey, they are that rebellious house that did not want to return to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. So now, let's go here to Revelation chapter 14. Let's go here to Revelation chapter 14. Revelation chapter 14, and we'll start up at verse 9. This is your punishment. What will happen to you if you take that grain of rice? Let's see. Revelation chapter 14 and verse 9, it said, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark, the charagma, in his forehead, the Neuralink, or in his hand. Verse 10, it said, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Almighty, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation or his righteous anger, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. Hey. Verse 11, it said, the smoke of their torment ascended up for ever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receives the mark in his name. And that about it. So that is going to happen you if you accept the image of the beast, which in fact is this beast banking system, which in fact it will be what? Digital, programmable, and also implantable. And I by amen, it is here. You will not be able to buy or sell, will not be a part of this society. So you will not be able to go to work. You won't be able to buy any food, no type of merchandise at all. Also, no medical supply, none of these things. You're going to have to trust and believe in Yahweh. By Hashem Yahushua, no food, no water. Pretty much no place to stay. And one thing about it that, a lot of people will be put to death. And one thing about it, but the elect, they will not bend a foe. Even in death, the Lord said, hey, be thou faithful. In death, he will give you a crown of life. Revelation chapter 2 and verse 10. So we're coming upon this time. And one thing about it, your faith is getting ready to be tried. You get ready to be found worthy of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, and also the kingdom of heaven that dwells in righteousness. So now, let's go here to our last and final script. Let's go to Revelation. Let's go back to Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10. We'll close out here. Revelation chapter 3. Sorry about I'm a little slower when it comes to this blue letter, a little slower. But hey, we getting there through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Let's go here. Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10. It's our last and final script right here. And it reads that Revelation chapter 10 and verse Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10. And it reads that because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. And out about, because you have kept the patient, you kept the faith, you know what I'm saying? You constantly endure, you persevere. The Lord said he will keep you from that hour of temptation. And out about, that lines up with Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 7, it's in Jacob's trouble. But Jacob shall be saved out of. Those are the true believers of Yahweh by Hashem Abishai. And now one thing about it, amen, the Lord is getting ready to return. We're seeing that is happening. We're seeing that World War III is constantly brewing. We're seeing that grain of rice is here. All things are ready. Hey, it's on the horizon. Watch, pray, and be sober, because we are living in these times, real time. And one thing about it is that, hey man, these things are fast approaching. And one thing about it is that, a lot of people right now are not considering, not aware of what's going on around them. And one thing about it, the Lord said, I will come like a thief in the night. So, hey man, the great the Lord is fast approaching. Amen. The hour of temptation is fast approaching. You know what I'm saying? It's getting ready to try everyone in the world. It's getting ready to be a global event. You know what I'm saying? New world order. It is here. The image of the beast. It is at the door. In the middle of the Lord, we're constantly sighing and crying left and right, warning you of these impending dangers. So the title of today's lesson, once again, is the image of the beast. So I like to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Rikakadash. I like to say, Shalom, Shalom.